with the tomatoes, as you can see, they've perked up, as I said they would, because we had a disaster during the heat wave, as you remember by watching one of our other videos. Literally, they were all shriveled up. We came in the evening, all shriveled up due to the dryness, and the sun had took its toll on the plants. So what we're going to do now is, obviously they've perked up as I said they would. They're much better. They look great now. They are fruiting. So we're getting somewhere with them, but the one snag is they're just a little tiny bit shriveled at the top. So some of the tips are not looking in the greatest of conditions, and what I want to do is try and take some of the areas that are shriveled up out of the plant so that the plant can focus on producing more of these fantastic tomatoes. So what I'll do is, we're very lucky. I knew that they would, to be honest with you though. Paul was, thinking that they were not going to get any better, that literally we're probably going to lose some of the plants. We've not lost any at all. And what I'm going to do now is just take out some of the shriveled up growth. As I say, it'll just help the plant, it'll make the plant so much more healthy. So it may look as though I'm being a little harsh as well, but I'm not. I'm just taking out the growth that's really shriveled up and not needed. I know we've got flowers here, so it could be tempting to say, do you know what? I'm just going to take the growth out to that point there. But I'm not going to do that. I think it's better to just go down that little bit further with this, and that way we can get some really good tomatoes, because we're at the end of July now. We're approaching the end of the month. I just think it's better for the plant to be focusing on the fruits that are already forming, or that will soon be beginning to form, rather than trying to produce new tomatoes at the top of the plant. I think it just makes more sense, especially after what's happened as well. So that's looking good. So we've got some shriveled up growth there. So if we just, I'll take that all the way back. So this one's going to come back as well. And that already is beginning to look so much better. That's made a huge difference to the plant already. And it's letting light through to some of the tomatoes that are already forming as well. So now, we're really helping the plant by doing this, and what we'll do is just keep continuing to give them a really good water. I'll try and remember to do them first thing in the morning, then obviously we'll do them in the evening as well. And we've moved them, as you've probably noticed if you'd seen the other video on the heat wave and the disastrous situation that we had. We've moved them back against the fence, so they're back in onto the sunniest part of the garden now. As you remember, we took them over to the shade just to let them recover from the shock that they'd experienced. But I think that looks a lot better. So I think we're in for a good chance for some really great tomatoes, and I'm going to do this with all the rest of the bushes as well. Thanks for watching.